Hey, how's it going? So, we all know that we should be journaling as often as we can, that it's a really good practice to stop for a minute, to reflect, to jot down our thoughts, recap our day, and to have that log to look back on. Well, if you're like me, you have terrible handwriting, and to be able to journal entry through your voice as if you were talking to a therapist could be much more convenient, much more up your alley. And if you're listening to this, you're probably a Notion user. So I'm going to show you a system I've built, and I'll give it to you afterwards, that uses Whisper Flow for voice dictation, uses Notion, of course, but then uses Claude to kind of sit there in the middle and take our journal entries, add them to Notion, and do some really cool things along with that transcription. So let's go ahead and dive in. Reminder, Whisper Flow is a voice dictation tool that you can download to your desktop. You can use it in platforms like Claude, Notion, as well as any other apps that you may use through browsers on the web. Say for Gmail, if you're just tired of writing emails manually, you could start to type, you could start to speak out those emails and have it type out that way. So it's a really cool tool, and we're getting ready to use it here. So jumping over to Claude, I like to throw this precursor down before putting an entry into the system. And this just says, hey, find this database within my Notion, and I want you to do these things with the transcription I'm getting ready to give you. So I'll actually just drop down a couple spaces, and this is where I'll use Whisper Flow. You just hold down the function key on your keyboard, you start talking, and it'll type it out for you. So let's do that. I'm throwing in another journal entry for the day. Just got back from a fun round of golf. I took off work early to see a buddy of mine that I hadn't seen in a couple weeks. He just bought his house. He's going through a pretty intense remodeling phase before him and his wife fully move in. But it was great to see him. I played a decent round of golf, more so just fun being out there, getting some sun. It was a really fast week. Work's been kind of crazy. I've got the in-laws coming into town, so I need to knock out some chores before they get here tomorrow afternoon. But life's good. It's challenging, but in a good way. I feel like I'm in the fast lane, and I can't complain all that much. And boom, there you go. It recorded that whole transcription for me. And now, along with this top piece of the prompt that we're going to be giving Claude, we'll go ahead and send that off to it. Now, reminder, this is like week 6 of our Claude and Notion use cases, setup, however you want to look at it. Quick reminder, if you do want to use this system, after you duplicate it, go to your profile integrations under Notion, go to Access, edit Access, and then add that page from the template I provided that you just duplicated. If that doesn't make sense, feel free to email me. But if you're like me, you're a little cautious about giving Claude just all this access to your Notion. So I go on a page by page basis. You would click the one, it's grayed out for me because I've already added it. You'll click, update access, you're good to go. And then Claude will be able to access your Notion. So cool. I can see it just added our new entry, golf day with friend and preparing for in-laws. You can see it dated it. It pulled out some themes that it found. So I mentioned work. I talked about relationships. I guess I talked about health a little bit. Tone, overall tone of the journal entry, it found as positive. It could also say it was negative or it was mixed. Maybe it was picking up on my high energy levels as I was given the journal entry, but it said energy levels are high. And I didn't talk about sleep quality, so rightfully so. It left that field blank. But honestly, the coolest part of this is probably these 2 charts up here at the top. So you can see as the new entry came in, these updated as they will. This first one here on the left is a pie chart showing the ratio of tone to your journal entries. So you can see 3 of my 4 have been positive, 1 was mixed. It's kind of a nice mirror to have held up to yourself to reflect. Over time, maybe you're like, oh, wow, more of my entries were more negative or mixed than I thought they would have been in the moment. That can be good information to have. Same as this chart here to the right, it's looking at the themes and it's kind of stacking them up in a graph fashion. So you can see, wow, I talk about work in all of my entries. I talk about health quite often, personal growth, relationships, and learning. All really cool stuff, super simple system. You're going to get a link to this right after the video, but I want to show you how this really simple tech stack of Whisperflow, Notion, and Claude can help you do some really cool things like this. So thanks for sticking around, and I got some notes for you next week. Cheers.